said that you shouldn't celebrate Valentine's Day just because you're single. Remember, Valentine's Day is to celebrate love and romance, not couples. And I bet there is some kind of romance or love in your life. So here are different ways on how to celebrate Valentine's Day. So this is my 20th year single. Celebrating Valentine's Day alone, but I still think that we all, even single people, should celebrate Valentine's Day each year, even though we're not in a relationship. Because like I said, it's about celebrating romance and love. And in everyone's life, there is some kind of romance or love. Like you could celebrate the love for yourself because you should love yourself and you probably love yourself, even if it's just a little. And you should celebrate that day loving yourself more. Or you should celebrate your love for your family or for your friends, or even for things in your life, like loving your life, loving your job, loving your favorite songs, your favorite movies, your favorite series. We always think that love and romance is always and only for romantic relationships. But it's not like that. Love is everywhere in our life and every single day actually. And if there isn't, then I think that we should take this day to celebrate and do something we love, to celebrate the love we have for anything in our life. So I made a list of things you can do alone and also with friends, because I think that Valentine's Day is also actually so cute to celebrate with your friends, or even if it's just like your best friend. I don't know. I think that's like a Valentine is super cute. I love it. But we're gonna start with the things you can do alone, because sometimes the best company is yourself's company. So the first thing, something that I think it's really funny, it's having like a mini trip. Like, I don't know, just for one day, like go somewhere you've never been to, and that could be like a city near you, or I was thinking actually something even a little bit crazy, like just one day, like take a flight and then return in the evening. Like, you know what I mean? Like something so a little bit crazy. I don't know, Paris, London, like I don't know. It depends where you live, of course, but like, I don't know, like a one-day trip without sleeping, basically, like taking a flight in the morning and then returning in the evening. No, like something crazy, like just for once. I want to do something crazy, but I don't know if I'm able to make it this year. But I hope that one day, in that case, I hope I will be single next Valentine's Day, because I really want to do that. Like go to a city you love, just for one day. Then we have something like really soft, like having a spa day. I've always wanted to go to a spa, like get a massage, like, you know what I mean, like a facial maybe, just relaxing for a day, like loving myself and also like letting myself be loved. Number 3, if you're a book lover like me, I was thinking going to a bookstore and then after to a cafe. Like I think that's really cute, because I love spending my time in a bookstore, even if I'm not buying anything, which is really impossible, because if I go into a bookstore, I have to buy at least one book, if not 4. So yeah, but even if I'm not buying anything and I'm like reading and also like making a wish list, because that happens every single time. Like I've never gone into a bookstore and like didn't write a new book on my wish list. Like that really never happened. Go into a bookstore and like spend 1 or 2 hours in there. I just love the experience of going to a bookstore. I don't know, it's like so, I don't know how to explain it, but like it's so comforting in a way. And then after that, also if you go to a bigger bookstore, it could be that they already have a cafe in the bookstore, because I have seen like in bigger cities, almost all of the time, like the highest, like for example where the rooftop is, there is also a cafe or a mini bar. But if it's not in the bookstore, like just go to a cafe, and if you bought a book, you can already start reading it. Like that is so cute. Like drink your little drink, maybe eat something like a pastry, or I don't know, like a croissant, un pain au chocolat. It's just the whole bookstore experience in a way. Also, another thing that I think it's really fancy and like something that we never do, it's taking yourself out for dinner. So like going even like in a little bit of fancy restaurant alone. That could be a little bit triggering in a way, because it's Valentine's Day. It is very likely that there are going to be a lot of couples eating dinner together, of course. But if you do it, like your confidence after that, after this experience, is gonna be at its highest. Eating alone, just that, it's super bold. But on Valentine's Day, even more. So I think that's also a really good idea. So if you have a favorite restaurant or like a restaurant that you always wanted to try but never had the chance to, I think that's a really good idea. Then we have the cinema. I personally love going to the cinema, and last year I think I've gone like, I don't know, like I lost count basically, but I think like 5 or 6 times to the cinema alone, and I loved it. Like this is something that I've never done because I've always gone with at least one friend, but I think that I wanted to go to the cinema so many times, but other people couldn't, and so I didn't go. So I said, you know what, I'm going alone. Like I have the time for myself, I'm going to go. Like it doesn't matter if I'm alone. And since then, like I've gone every single time that I wanted to watch a movie, I'm already there, you know? Like going to the cinema is just so beautiful. Like in general, like every time that I go to the cinema, when I go out, I feel like a new person. I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but I always feel so refreshed. So I love going to the cinema. I would recommend you do that. Another thing that I think is so cute to do, and also like maybe you're gonna thank yourself in the future, but it's writing a letter to your future self. I would recommend you do this online, and there's like a website, I think it's called Future Me, where you can write an email and send it to you, and you can also choose a date. And I would recommend you send that email to the next Valentine's Day, so in 2026. Oh my god. 2026, and like maybe write what you did that day, what your hopes are. You're going to write like, I hope that next year you're gonna be in a relationship, or I hope that next year you will be there and live there and work there and do that and don't do that, you know, like you can write anything you want, but I would recommend you write what you did that Valentine's Day and the hopes for the next Valentine's Day. If you love baking or cooking, I would recommend you bake cookies or a cake. I think it's a good idea to bake, for example, the cookies or the cake with an heart shape, like, you know, like super cute cookies, and also like buy all the sprinkles and use like a pink or red icing. I think that's so cute. And you can also pair it with these 2 things, so a movie marathon or a series marathon or like a book marathon. And what I mean with marathon, it's like binge watching. So you could binge watch your favorite show, your favorite movie. Like for example, for me, my favorite show is The Vampire Diaries, and I don't think I would be able to watch 8 seasons in a day. So no, but maybe you have other shows, other favorite shows that are a little bit shorter. There's one series that I want to watch it again because I loved it. Heartbreak High. I don't know why, but I love that series, and I don't feel like a lot of people talked about it. I never heard of it. That is possible to watch in one day. Or books. Like I would also recommend like you start reading and see how many books you can read in one day, or how many pages in one day, or if you can finish your current book in one day. I would also recommend you watch rom-coms because I love rom-coms, even though I feel like they're a little bit fake in a way because too good to be true. The last rom-com that I saw that I really fell in love with it, and I might watch it again, is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And I fell in love with Ben. And when I found out that he was a Scorpio, like he is a Scorpio, I was like, okay, that makes sense, because I was mesmerized the whole time. I mean, like he's very attractive, like he's beautiful, like he's a beautiful man. You can't say like he's attractive because you can't say he's beautiful and attractive, but like there was something about his eyes. Like I wasn't looking at him, even though there was a lot to look at, but I was looking at his eyes because they were so mesmerizing, even though I think they're brown eyes. I don't think they're, no, I have to look it up. And all the girls dream that they be Ben's partner. You're so vain. Oh, okay, he has blue eyes, but the darkest blue. Okay, but I wasn't talking about the color. Like I found them so mesmerizing. Like the way he used them, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to explain it actually, but like I was so mesmerized. And then I read that it was a Scorpio, and I was like, I know why I loved him. Like I knew it. It wasn't just about like his exterior, because he's good looking, but it's about the aura. It's the energy, it's the vibe. We're not talking about him, even though I would love to talk about him, but there are so many rom-coms that you can watch. I would also recommend The Notebook. Like the Notebook is so beautiful, and I watched it because it's Harry Styles' favorite movie, so I had to watch it. Oh, Notting Hill is also super good. I loved it. Pretty Woman, like there are a lot of, like, this is also like old rom-coms. I don't know why. Like you could also find more recent ones. Oh yeah, maybe To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This is so cute. This is also a movie that I want to watch again. Anyone But You. Another thing that probably a lot of girls love to do is go shopping. If you don't have the money, you can also go window shopping. So without buying anything, like you could make maybe a wish list of all the things you want to buy, and you're going to buy it when you have the money, when you have the chance. If you have the chance to buy something, go shopping. Like treat yourself. Like buy the thing that you've always wanted to buy, that you recently saw but didn't buy because it wasn't like a special occasion. Now it's a special occasion. It's Valentine's Day. It's time to love yourself. So go shopping. Oh, then we have the activities. I want to go pottery, and I think you should too. Like can we say go pottery? Like do pottery? I don't know English anymore, but you know what I mean, pottery. Like creating a vase or mugs, and also related to mugs, like decorate mugs. Like buy a blank mug, maybe like a white mug or your favorite color, I don't know, and paint it. Like write something in there, or if you can draw, I can't. Also, that depends on the weather and where you live, but you could go picnic. You could find like a cute spot, maybe near a lake, sit on the grass and bring all the things, or your favorite snacks, your favorite book, or you just take your headphones, make a playlist and listen to your playlist while eating your favorite snacks. I think a little picnic with yourself. Also, another thing that you could do, like regarding the activities, it's attending a class. For example, a painting class, a baking class, a cooking class, or a dancing class. Like just from one day, doing something different, doing an activity that you've never done or that you've always wanted to do but never had the time. Ooh, another thing that you could do is karaoke night. I think, and I will also mention this with the Valentine activities, karaoke night, if you don't want to go to like a shop or like a bar that does karaoke night alone, because maybe that could be a little bit awkward, you can make like a karaoke night at home. So you create a playlist with all your favorite songs in karaoke mode, so without the singer's voice basically, and you're just going to sing. And if you want, your parents can judge you, or your siblings, or not, or you just sit in your room and sing the whole day. And even if you're not good at singing, do it. And last, I think something that really shows that you really love yourself, that you truly love yourself, is a self-care ritual. Maybe like in the night or in the afternoon, you're going to take either a long shower or a long bath if you have a bath, and maybe like use my favorite products and like a scrub, and then my favorite body cream, which I never use because I'm too lazy to use it. But this time, okay, like I'm treating myself, maybe like putting a little bit of perfume or body spray, like putting a new pajama on, your favorite socks, and also doing like face mask, journaling, reading a book, watching a movie, like the things that I mentioned earlier. But like before doing these things, you can like treat yourself, like hydrating your skin, because it's still winter. Like make your favorite drink, for example, a cappuccino or an iced latte, I don't know, pumpkin spice latte, your favorite drink, or your favorite snacks. You can bake before and then eat your cookies or your cake. You can also mix these activities that I mentioned and combine them, like do something before and do something after. So like basically your day is full of activities to do. You can also do all of them, like if you have the time. Now I'm going to talk about the Valentine activities. Something really funny, escape rooms. Like I love them. I've gone to 2 escape rooms. I love the experience. Of course, it's better with more than just one friend because less expensive and maybe easier because there's a lot of people that play. Another thing is bowling. I love bowling. I don't know if I'm good at it, but like it depends on the day. I really enjoy it. Like I think it's super fun. And this is also something that even if you're just 2 people, that's great, that's fun. Then we have a game hall. This is also like super fun because in that way you can play different games, see which one of you wins. Oh, another thing that I saw that a lot of people did at the beginning of the year is creating a vision board, but with friends. So if you haven't done it yet, I mean, it's only February, so you can still create your vision board. I would recommend you do it with your friends, because in that way you can like maybe buy some magazine before or go print your pictures and then you can create your vision board at home. I think that's a really fun idea to do with a friend. Like I mentioned, karaoke night, I think with at least one other friend it's better, because like you can also do duets. You can do either at home or go to a karaoke bar. I've always wanted to go, like I never went karaoke, even though I love singing. Like I'm not good at singing, but I love singing and I sing all the time, like, but I never went because there's no one that will go with me. Oh, then we have the cinema, of course, but I think something a little bit more special is a drive-in movie or outdoor movie or outdoor screening, because it's something a little bit different. Instead of going to the cinema like a normal cinema, you can go to an outdoor or drive-in cinema. Also, regarding pottery and painting, you can also like buy your mugs and paint at home with your friends. This is also a good idea. And the last thing, it could be like maybe a themed potluck night. I don't know if you've seen it on TikTok, where the girls do like a girls' night and each one of them brings like a tray with all candies or chocolate or like Mexican food or sushi or American food, like, you know what I mean? Like every one of you brings a themed food basically. I've done that one time and it was really fun. I loved it. So you can decide which one of you does which food and so on. So that was it. I think you will celebrate Valentine's Day in the most beautiful way possible, and you shouldn't be sad that you're single on this day. Like, you never know if this could be like your last Valentine's Day alone, like single. You don't know, in 1 year from now, like anything could happen. It can also be like the next day after Valentine's Day you're going to meet someone and it's like 100% certain that next year you're not going to be single. And like this really could be your last Valentine's Day single, so celebrate it. Like I said, Valentine's Day, it's not about couples, it's not about romantic relationships, it's also about friendships and like romance and love in general. Like you can love anything. You can also love your bed and spend your Valentine's Day on the bed. Like that is something that you love. So yeah, I hope this helped. I hope you will not be sad that day. You shouldn't. We're gonna see us in the next video. Bye! Mwah.
Get some in now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind.